current status, fall has arrived. It's hella yellow. And I just drove 14 hours to Wisconsin. You hear my voice? Yeah, it's a cool sounding voice. I could be in a movie now. But other than that, I feel like absolute ass, dude. Is that gonna stop us from like catching a big smallmouth? I don't think so. I don't think so. Dropped the boat in for about 2 hours on this little lake called Trout Lake in northern Wisconsin. And then I went to the hospital. I couldn't breathe very well. It's just coughing up all kinds of stuff. Dude, I felt like a train absolutely ran me over, backed up, hit me again, you know, double tap kind of style. But I got cleared by the hospital. I don't have COVID. They said it's probably like a crazy viral infection. Get a bunch of sleep. And I'm like, dude, I don't have time to sleep. I don't know how long I'm gonna last, but I have one goal. Like I came here to do one thing, and that's catch some smallmouth and try to figure out some of these early fall smallmouth. I feel like ass, dude. I don't know how this is gonna work. Got him. He come off. Not a good start, my homies. I broke one off. I'm fishing kind of like a little point right here, bunch of gravel, and then there's either a big boulder or like a fish crib right here. And I broke one off, and then I had my drag set wrong because I thought my drag was too tight, and it was just a stupid mistake, dude. And I didn't get the hook in her. Got him. That is a small mirth. Pretty decent one too. Hell yeah, dude. Small mirth on the drop shot, baby. That's all right. No matter what happens the rest of the day, I'm a happy person, dude. Nice little 2-pounder stuck today. Got this little, it's kind of a funky bait. It's a little micro Kitech drop shot bait that they make. Got it on a 1/4 ounce, just a little drop shot. But I'm trying to go small. These fish seem really moody, so I'm trying to downsize, you know, do your classic kind of adjustments. Bait array is pretty standard. We got a drop shot rig, Ned rig, and of course, old tube Tuberson. So on this side, we got some fun stuff. Black hair jig, recommended to me by my buddy Benjamin Nowak and Jim from New York. Got a little Kitech, got the hover rig hidden down in there. And then we got a jerkbait, that's a Berkeley Stunner. It's actually the sinking version. And then a little chatterbait mini to play around with. Back here we got all kinds of more goodies. Got a little tailspin, there's actually a trap under there, just a standard trap. Got a spy bait, caught him last year pretty good on that. There's a spook hiding under there, and then a little Scottsboro underspin. Hey, it's a perch. So interestingly, I think this is what these smallmouth are chasing. Doesn't look exactly like my bait, but I'm pretty sure this is the come here, little guy. This is the bait of choice right there. Little perch are really good eating, dude. On the spy bait, he's taking me for a ride, boys. I didn't think he was that big. I don't think he is that big. Oh, he's a decent one. I got out the spy bait, and I've had trouble finding. Get in here. Nice. It's a fat little joker. You gotta be careful with these spy baits, though. I've had trouble finding some of these fish offshore. I scanned around, kind of did my thing. Just a little Duo Realis, another little 2-pounder, getting on the board. But basically, I'm on like a point again. You can see all the grass down there. You can see it on my forward facing. And last year, I caught him pretty good reeling a spy bait. A little faster than this, but reeling a spy bait up over the grass, almost like you would like a chatterbait. And so I want to cover a little bit of water and just test a bunch of things out to try to figure out this game and figure out what they're doing. And I'm seeing a lot of bait around and above the grass, and this spy bait's a perfect mimic for like clear water. And I got a lot of confidence in it. It's a good way to cover water. That's a smallmouth. That is a good smallmouth. I threw the Kitech to him and he wouldn't eat it. And then I was gonna pick up the drop shot. I'm like, why don't I just try this hair jig real quick? That's the right one, dude. That is what we came to Wisconsin for. Come here. That is a nice 3-pound smallmouth, and it just fell right out. Little hair jig, dude. So we're rolling back on a place that we started on this morning that has a little like stump thing, and it's where I lost a great big one. It looks like there's some fish back on the structure, so I'm gonna see if I can't get some redemption right here. I did it again. I did it again. That was a freaking giant, dude. How did I do that again? Bro. So this is the hair jig that I keep breaking bigs off of. I caught one big one, but dude, I've lost 2 gigantics on it, and it's driving me nuts. It's a little bit different. It's basically a marabou jig, but they're custom made, and if you guys can see, it has a much stouter hook on there, but it's an 1/8 ounce black marabou jig. Now, what's a little different, I've always fished these kind of for spotted bass, the rare occasions that I have for smallmouth, even for largemouth when it's super duper cold out. The one trick that I didn't know that my buddy Jim taught me is I have this is a little Gambler Power Ned worm right here in Magic Crawl, favorite color. I'm gonna clip it like right about there. So these things are really hard to cast. Even I have a medium light. This is a Monster Bass Lunker Stick spinning rod. I have cast braid, which is that really expensive braid that's super limp. Even with that, it's hard to cast this thing. So what you do is you take this little Ned and you thread it on, and basically you don't need it, but what it actually does is it puts more bulk and more weight on the bait without inhibiting the action. You don't want to lengthen it too much. You want it to be a little just small presentation like that. But what it does is it adds some weight to it so that you can slang it out there much better and it make those longer casts. It makes it a lot easier to cast. Got him. I had to pop it off the thing. Oh, that's a giant, dude. Oh my God. That is a giant freaking smallmouth. I hope I have him hooked good. Stay on there. Get on my hair, Jake. Get on my hair, Jake. Come here. Come here. Boys, that just made the trip right there. That just made the trip. How about it, gentlemen? Oh man, oh man. Every fish has got a story, right? So I'm on this grass line. It's milfoil, it's some cabbage in that. I pitch my drop shot out. There's like a stick. There's a lot of logs in this lake laying on the bottom. There's a stick at the edge. Pitch my drop shot out. There's one like distant, like maybe 10 foot off this stick. I hook them, I break them off. I have no idea how, dude. I see 2 more kind of move on the active target on the forward facing, back and forth. And I'm like, oh, it's hard to keep track of them though, because they're moving into the grass, out of the grass. So I broke off on the drop shot. I pick up my Ned, I pitch it out there, and dude, I go to shaking bacon, shaking, and I got hung on that log, and I'm like, crap, here we go again. I'm gonna have to break this off. I ripped it off that log, either breaking it off or, getting it out. It pops up, goes to the bottom. I go to lift again. She's there. We're gonna put her on the scale though, dude. Just an absolute stud, bro. Not quite 5. 412, dude. A 412 smallmouth. Just an absolute beaut, dude. God, this water's so clear. Look how broad they are. Oh, she's so angry. Go back down. I'm starting to figure out a few keys. One, I want to catch them deep. That's what I like to do, either ultra shallow or ultra deep. But they're smallmouth, so they're never going to be ultra shallow unless they're spawning. And what I'm finding is with the water cooling off, we had a big front right before I came up here. I think it made things a little tough, but it also moved these fish off those 20 to 30 foot humps out there deep where I can kind of pick them off one by one.
So I'm gonna have to kind of transition my game, move into some of the shallow stuff, focus on that. We got a few, dude. Let's see if we can catch some more.
There's a school of freaking giants, dude. Check this out. Look at all this fish right there. I'm pretty sure those are all smallmouth, and I really hope I can catch one. That's a good one. I was not expecting that, and there's a bunch of them down there, and I think they're pretty big. I was just fumbling around, and I saw a bunch of suspended fish in this little shoal. Look at her down there, dude. Little redemption, baby. Little redemption. Oh, yes, you are so big. I will catch your friends, too. Hashtag never give up. These are like Mike Iaconelli fish, bro. How about it, boys? Finally, redemption on the hair jig. It's about time. Oh, and she wasn't coming off, dude. Back she goes. I'm gonna catch her friends. They're down there. Like, really down there. Like, oh my God, down there. Yep. Oh dear, that's a big head shaker, dude. Getting a lot of redemption with the hair jig. They moved up, like the sun's going down, and they moved up shallow. And there's logs laying over here, and I caught one off the logs like a couple hours ago, and I went to look at the logs. There's one on the log, and there's like 8 on the grass line, like up in like 8 to 10 feet of water. The only problem is every time you catch one, they all break up. God, he is dogging me. I don't even know how big this one is, dude. Yeah, come here. It's another 3-pounder, dude. Dude, just poked him with the hair jig. Look at the belly. All right, back you go. I want to catch some more of them.
That was so freaking cool, dude. I love catching smallmouth, and I love the way they set up, and they're such fickle creatures. Like, we junk fished. You know, our biggest came on that Ned. We caught him on a spy bait over the grass, caught a few on a drop shot. The most fun, kind of unique way that I enjoyed catching them was on this hair jig. It's kind of a sneaky little technique. You fish it a lot like a Kitech, but it's lighter. It's 1/8 of an ounce, but you're just gonna slow roll it, but you have to slow roll it even slower than a Kitech. But dude, when they eat it, I lost one absolute giant. Broke him off, being a clown, because that's what happens, but stupid, like fun. And I even caught a few largemouth on it. I don't know if it's a northern strain deal, but they seem to eat it. And even in the cold water, when we get to late winter, it's definitely a hot item, dude. It's a hot pick. So we're gonna wrap this thing up. I have no idea where this adventure is gonna take us. I just know that I'm so happy and so grateful to be out here, even though I'm sick as a dog. Hopefully tomorrow we'll feel better, get back out on the water, but hit that like and subscribe button for me. We'll have more adventure videos up here in northern Wisconsin.